Let's talk now to Anne-Élisabeth Moutet, who's a French journalist and commentator. Good to see you. Welcome to the programme. This is the China-France Year of Culture and Tourism. How do these kind of cultural events feed into the diplomatic relationship between the two countries?
I think traditionally they mean a great deal, and I would say that they've meant a great deal over the centuries. And your correspondent was quite rightly quoting French technical marvels like astronomic devices and like this incredible pocket watch sent by the King Louis XIV, who reigned between 1640-something and 1715. So we're talking about a sort of a long awareness of the cultural wealth of both nations. It started with the emperor. It didn't start with the Emperor Kangxi, even though that was the time of Louis XIV, but it really has been something that the French have been aware for a long time.
So a relationship stretching back hundreds of years, but plenty going on right now, including the French foreign minister going to Beijing this week. How significant is that visit?
The visit of the foreign minister is also significant because foreign policy in France overlooks certainly sort of politics, but also economics, the use that is made on either side of the relationship of technology, and it feeds into our foreign affairs, our relationship to Russia at the time of the war in Ukraine, and of course the relationship between the two countries themselves.
And we know an agreement's been signed for future cultural cooperation between the two countries. What kind of benefits could that bring?
Well, there's been an awareness right now. Most countries in the West are now talking about reshoring their key industries. China has become the manufacturer to the world. China manufactures about 30% of what actually is made on the planet. We cannot do without China. There's a way of trying to sort of set codes of good conduct for both partners, and also ways of going forward. There has been a great deal of noise in Europe to the fact that we are taking a great deal of economic pain over getting to net zero by 2030 and 2050. China has decided for the next 10 years it will build 1,000 coal-powered power plants, because that's the way China works. But China is also almost the greatest producer of renewables. China is the first constructor of solar cells. So the idea is, how do we work with China so that it works on net zero and that at the same time it doesn't kill our industry? And there's plenty to talk about on both sides, because we need China and China needs us.
Anne-Élisabeth, good to talk to you. Thank you for joining us today. That's Anne-Élisabeth Moutet, the French journalist and commentator.